All right, let's just get the introductions out of the way. Hello again, dude. This is episode 2. I haven't played Rivals in a while, but that's the background footage. I wanna rant about RCT, dude, and cell regeneration, dude. Cause even though, dude, I barely have high school knowledge on this shit. Maybe later, dude, I can go back on this video and wonder what the fuck was I talking about, dude. When I have college knowledge on cells, if you think about it. So obviously, Gojo has RCT, dude, and it's great, dude. He can just heal himself. So I thought to myself, what if we just like chop off our arms, and what if we regrow them? How would that work, dude? How could we do that? I've actually researched this before, so I had some knowledge, dude, on this. But I just learned like everything about cells and cancer today, dude, in this high school unit. It's incredible. So basically, the process of cell regeneration and like cell duplication, stuff like that, cell growth, it just comes in cycles. You get your, what is it, interphase, dude? Interphase and then mitosis, dude. It's great. So you get the start where it's building itself up, and then you got this part where it's actually like dividing. And your body's constantly doing this, so I thought, okay, why don't we just speed this up? And how would you even speed this up in the first place? Because our bodies take like around a day to regenerate cells, most of them. The common cells, not like bone cells or anything like that. And I thought to myself, yeah, you got those like growth hormones and like stuff like that. And I actually found out that, yeah, that does like increase the speed or the more of the rate at which they all grow, but it also has limits. We kind of regenerate slowly for some reason. I was like, oh, well, that kind of sucks. Why? And there's checks. There's also, you need to get the stuff. It's growing. Proteins are growing. Enzymes. It's splitting and duplicate. It takes a while. So then I thought to myself, okay, what if theoretically we found a way to speed up this process? Well, we'd have to get past the checkpoints are very useful to cell growth, dude. Because they basically prevent cancer from happening. You got check 1, check 2, check 3. Check 1 is just to make sure you got the cell growth, you got the optimal conditions. Check 2 is basically to see if the DNA is fucking duplicated correctly. And check 3 is to make sure, like, oh, fuck, what check 3 is basically to make sure that the centrosomes attach correctly to the DNA. And pulling on to each side of the cell when they're dividing during cytokinesis. Now, these checks are important, dude, because cancer is like a really fucking bad thing, it sucks. So when researching this, dude, if you're gonna like regrow a giant part of an arm and not just one at a time, the rate at which you grow cancer would probably be a lot more than usual, since it's a lot faster and a lot larger at a time. Just a thought. I'm not sure if that's actually how it works, but we'll figure that out in college. So that's the first issue. The first issue with RCC is cancer. So basically, we would just need like the perfect human, I guess, to not fuck up the cells. I guess that's a prerequisite. And the checkpoint, sorry, can't really be rushed. All right. So, but let's ignore cancer. What else? Food. Food. You can't really just, because RCT is a lot different than actual healing of the cells. RCT, it's off of the energy, the curse energy, dude. We don't have that. We don't have that. So we need food. Food, and you'd need a lot of food. I need to actually search this up right now. So yeah, here, you would need a lot more calories, and I'm not sure how many, but I'm just gonna do a little head calculation. Let's say, like, what is it, 3,000 calories is a pound? If your arm weighs around, like, 15 pounds, that's like a couple tens of thousands of calories. I don't even know how you're gonna eat that, so your whole digestive system would need to, like, also be pretty fast, as well as your blood flow, which is like making everything move, got calories around the body, as well as your brain, because these brains be telling everything in the body what's doing. So the energy consumption is kind of insane. Now this is actually something I'm unsure of. How would the cells know where to grow? I mean, like the DNA obviously will tell it where to go, hopefully. I would fucking hope. But I feel like if you're going that fast, or healing that fast in a matter of seconds, it's probably not going to be too precise. So what are the solutions? Well, the solutions, these are my thoughts, dude. I'm presenting a giant, massive idea. I think it actually would be, like, simpler to find the way to stop time, or speed up time in a certain area. Like a certain healing equipment. Actually, I don't know, nanomachines maybe, I don't know, not too fucking intelligent. Also, we can't regrow limbs normally. I'm reading this AI here, dude, apparently evolutionary trade-off? Maybe, I don't know, bro. But this is where the third issue comes into play, stem cells. I'm assuming there's some certain, like, cells in the arm that we can't really get back that easily. Like, comparably the skin or, like, stomach lining, I'm guessing we can't get some stuff in there easily. So that may be another issue. Solution to that? Let's just harvest like around 1,000 umbilical cords. So the solution to all of this is in 3 parts. We need a cell, or we need like a human, cells that like don't ever get cancer. So that's our first prerequisite here. Their body metabolism needs to be either active, you can activate it, like let's say it's like flicking a finger. They can like flick a finger and they activate super fast metabolism just for a little bit, and they can just kind of turn it on and off. But they're gonna need like a bajillion calories. So that's prerequisite number 2. Prerequisite number 3, we will have to have evolved to a point or we can just get stem cells naturally. They form in the body. I hope we can develop some RCT soon because I have managed to injure myself at the gym. It's actually a quadricep tendonitis, dude. I fucking love the cycling machine. Future me here. I forgot to mention food poisoning and things of that nature. Yeah, it's like if you take a bajillion bananas, you die of the potassium poisoning. This would be a situation where that would happen, I think. No, wait, that's like the whole RCT rant. I'll probably make like a part 2 when I have college level understanding in biology. Honestly, I don't think it's really interesting in math so far. Maybe when I get to like learning higher level mathematics, I can talk more about like infinity and shit like that. It'll be like this RCT rent. I think that'll be good. But I guess as a final thought for math, why didn't Gojo just use infinity as like slicing in between shit? Or like bullets or like that would slow down the enemy. Like Sukuna's just slowing down constantly due to these slices in the air that he can't even see. I don't know though. But yeah, I'll see you when I have another genius idea to rant about.